Perry Marshall here. When the Evolution 2.0 project got to a certain size, I had to get over myself because I had to start asking people for money. Now, as one of the highest paid business consultants and entrepreneur and independent and all that, I really would have liked to have been able to do all of this myself and pay my own way and all of that. Well, what I've managed to do is create a situation where I can spend literally half my time wearing a scientist hat and doing this, and only spend the other half of my time running a business and all of that. And so that is a tremendous gift, and it's great. But maybe it's also from being a pastor's kid, because I knew that my family lived on the donations of other people. And so when you're in that situation, you're kind of like, well, I'll be a polite little mouse and I won't eat very much cheese, and I'll just, I'll be as little of a burden on the rest of the world as I can. And well, we have a big problem to solve. Now, one of my contentions is we don't need $250 billion to solve cancer, but we can solve cancer with 250 million, which is a lot of money. But if you stop and think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that much money. I mean, I know at least 5 people that could write that big of a check if they really wanted to. Not that I expect any one person to write that big of a check, but the point is that that's way more money than I can contribute to the cause. And more importantly, this is something that we need to do together. See, I do not believe it is simply a financial thing. It's a cultural thing. And I spent the first 20 years of my entrepreneurial career teaching entrepreneurs how to think like scientists. And I think I'm going to be spending the next 20 years teaching scientists to think like entrepreneurs. And I'm not abandoning my entrepreneur crowd in the slightest. In fact, the entrepreneur crowd is as important as it's ever been. Why? Because it is the entrepreneurial culture that needs to spread into science, and it's people like yourself who are going to make that happen. The people around us in the entrepreneurial culture have done extraordinary things, and we break rules all the time, and we don't put up with the kind of bureaucracy that scientists have to deal with every day. And we go to the bottom of the swamp and we solve problems at their roots. And we find practical, commercializable ways to solve those problems. And so I think there's something very exciting here. Now, one of the things you might be thinking of is, well, gee, if we need $250 million, what is my $20 or $50 or $100 or $500? Like, how does that even matter? Well, it actually matters quite a bit, because we're starting pretty small here. And this year, we're just trying to put together $1 million of funding. And I believe that we can do that. And I need your help. I can't do this by myself. I need as many people to help as I can. And one of the things that's happening as people come on board is an awful lot of people bring some kind of expertise, experience, story, connection, friend, contact, whatever it might be, that keeps deepening the well. And so I guess I've gotten over myself. I can't do this all by myself. I can contribute a substantial amount of my time and my energy and my thinking, but I can't do this myself. And I really appreciate that you're listening, and I appreciate whatever it is that you choose to do to be part of curing cancer. And not only that, not only the technical solution of curing cancer, but the economic solution, because I think the economic solution is the bigger problem. And I will be talking about that more as we go along as well. Please go to evo2.org/cancer and make a donation. Thank you.